Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Marvel Contest of Champions. So in this tutorial, I'm going to talk about the champions themselves and giving you a full and complete rundown of kind of how they operate as a whole. So a lot of you have started with your 2 and 3 stars. A lot of them are not awakened. As you can see, the majority of my champions that are under 5 stars are awakened. Some still are not. It's just pretty much luck and keep on getting more crystals and keep on playing. But I kind of want to show you how to read a champion and just kind of go from there so you have a full understanding. So let's just play with Rogue here. So this Rogue is a 4-star champion. And you can tell I've duplicated her because her stars are silver. So once that's silver, that means you have awakened their secret ability, their signature ability, right there. And for Rogue, it is Psych Absorption. So unlocking her allows her to absorb the very fabric of enemy psyche. Every life or power steal has a 26% chance to be critical, increasing the amount absorbed. So the first thing I am thinking about when I'm reading this signature ability is it's really going to rely on the cruelty and precision masteries. So keep in mind, a lot of these are going to be based on your masteries, so it's really important to get those masteries up. But even unawakening her, she comes out of the gate as a pretty strong champion. So her passive ability, which basically means it's not something that you actually have to do, it's just something that's automatically going on, is after absorbing the power of Carol Danvers, the original Miss Marvel, Rogue possessed an amalgamated mutant Kree physiology, decreasing the duration of debuffs by 70%. So this means she can shrug off debuffs so much faster, 70% faster than any other champion, which is incredibly useful. And her special attack, she replicates 5 of the opponent's active buffs on a special one. Opponents cannot activate those buffs as long as Rogue holds them. Rogue's replicate effect does not work on opponents of the tech class or unstoppable buffs. Replicated buffs stay active as long as Rogue keeps touching the opponent, after which the replicated buffs on her will be nullified. So basically, what it's saying is that if somebody has a regeneration buff and you do a special one, you can steal it, and as long as you keep hitting the opponent, you can hold on to it. This is incredibly important. She also does a life steal of 388 energy damage, and Rogue is healed for 100% of the life stolen. So she's going to steal health from the opponent and put it on herself to regenerate. So her special one is incredibly effective. Her special 2 I like as well. She has a 100% chance per hit to power steal, taking 9% of their power as your own. And her special attack 3 is a 100% chance to power steal, taking 27% of their power as your own. Activates 1 buff per type that was replicated during the fight. Buffs stay active as long as Rogue keeps touching the opponent. Opponents cannot activate those buffs as long as Rogue holds them. So she's a champion that likes to steal buffs from the opponent. She can regenerate her health by the life steal, and then she can also power drain and power absorb. So next thing we're going to take a look at is this side right over here. So we're going to look at the attributes first. So her hero rating is 3468. That's overall power. Challenge rating is 80. Rank is rank 3 out of 5, because 4 stars can go up to rank 5. She is level 30, and her health is taking a hit, and her attack is being boosted. And that's because of my mastery setup. I said I'd rather sacrifice 443 health to increase my overall attack. And then right down here, we can take a look at the crit rating, crit damage, armor penetration, block penetration, critical resistance, armor rating, and block proficiency. And we can also take a look at them in percentages. So all these are really interesting stats, and they are going to vary amongst all champions. The really big one that I look at is block penetration, block proficiency, and of course critical. So she is not one for a lot of block penetration. The champion that comes to mind that is just ridiculous on block penetration is Massacre. He is ridiculous. He can cause so much damage through a block. And then her block proficiency, how much damage can she block? How good is she at that? One other thing is these tags right here. There's going to be events that will come up. Well, like they've done an event on an X-Men event. They've done an event on Size event. So make sure you know where to locate those when you have that kind of event come up to take a look at what your champion tags are. And then the bonus synergies. So she's going to have several different synergies with different kinds of champions, and hers really aren't a make or break, but there are some champions who are make or break that you always have to team them up because they unlock amazing, ridiculous boost in the champion's power. And then of course you can look at her bio and get a little story on Rogue as a character. So with that being said, you can definitely use items to awaken. If you have a 4-star mutant or generic awakening stone, you can activate her signature ability. However, it is going to be put at level 1. Every time you dupe a champion through a crystal, the signature ability goes up 20 levels to level 20. And if you just awaken her, it's just level 1. And what you can see here in the green type, that is the part that increases when you increase the level. So let's just see. All right, I do have some signature stones there. So I'm just going to use one. So we're taking a look, and that's 26.3%. And if I use a signature stone, is now 26.56%. So it's definitely going to take a lot of stones to increase that rating. I don't believe that's going to be 100%, but it will be pretty high once you max her out. So just keep those things in mind. One thing I do want to show you is my Darkhawk. So when you look at masteries, this one right here is a make or break champion mastery. So one reason I really want Night Thrasher is he gives my Darkhawk the ability to go into the fight in a random mode, and that is so incredibly awesome. This is an example of a huge synergy that will definitely assist you overall in the game. Not every champion has them. There are other labels that gamers give them, such as the Trinity for Stark Enhanced Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, and Blade, as well as there's another Trinity for Sabretooth, Killmonger, and Void. So but that should help you be able to understand on how to read a champion and how to play with a champion as well. It's going to be really important for you to know your champion, know what their strengths are, what their abilities are, and how to comprehend them. If you don't, feel free to send me a message, and I will definitely send you a video that will give you a full breakdown of that champion. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take care, and I will talk to you later.